my 77th year and born in the Netherlands. And I came over here as a 6-year-old with my family of there's four brothers and sisters. Came here in 1953, so this year it's 71 years. Started school in Margaret River. I had to repeat my infants class because we came here in August and it was only the last term of the year and I didn't speak any English at all, so they stuck me into infants again the following year. So I did my junior, and as soon as I got 15 or 16 years old, I wanted to get away to see the bright lights, and I went to Perth for a couple of years, working at the Midland workshops. And but my dad he wanted to make a dairy farm on the land we own, and so after I was went to the workshops, I came back to Margaret River, and luckily I did, because my father died at the age of 52. I won the Volunteer of the Year award for Margaret River Shire last year, and so the Shire asked me, do you mind if we put your name down for the WA award? And I said, oh, we'll go for it. After I left school, when I come home, I went to just joined the Junior Farmers Club. That's called Rural Youth now. I did a couple of years there, and we had field days where you would go and judge animals, learn about pasture management. So I did that for 2 years, and then Elizabeth came. She came along in 1970. So we are on our 54th year. Our girls came along and they wanted to go to school, so I joined the PNC. So I was president of PNC for about 10 years. The teachers appreciate you coming along, because we would also have fundraising like school fetes, and then when you have the sporting days, you'd help out, holding the finishing line and those sort of things. Yeah, see, when you're on a farm, fire is your main hazard, you see. And all the farmers would get together once a year, have a meeting, have an elected who's going to be the captain, and when the fire hit, you'd all come and help each other out. Yeah, just grew from there, and that was back. I joined that in 1968, so I've been in the fire brigade over 50 years, And then I also like the history. I like to record the history. I like to, research the history. And we had this group called the Margaret River History Group, where we actually produced a book called The Light of Lewin with Gail Cresswell. History was my favourite subject at school because I could remember the dates. We got our own historical society in town at the old settlement, and I go there a couple of days a week. At the moment I'm doing a thing called mosaicing, where I have to get the photographs and the history. We put it all on the computer. It's not a burden, I just like to do it. I just like to, and you got some lovely people you mix with. At the fire brigade we got a good group, and then we have lines today. I did my morning's work and then have a nice morning tea. You get a bit of satisfaction from it that you like. We get a lot of people coming to the old settlement looking for their past family, because we had the group settlement here in 1920, and a lot of the farmers had to walk off the land because they were just more or less just thrown into the bush, and and now we're getting their grandkids and great-grandkids trying to find out where the farm was, and because the parents, they didn't want to talk about it. It was a shame for them because they had to walk off the farm. They reckon they failed, but it was just towards the end of the 1920s. We had the Depression, and a lot of them they were really battling, so they just walked off the farm. A lot of them just walked from here to Perth, did it in the stages, and found more employment there, steady employment. But now that these kids, grandkids and kids and grandkids, they want to find out where the farm was. They want to go actually go and see it. So when we find that information out, it's a bit of a thrill for us to give them a bit of a hand, you know. I suppose if you looked at it, I suppose people, they call them good Samaritans, you know. If I help someone out, like the 2011 bushfires, we saved a number of homes when that fire went through. I just like doing it, and whether that's given back to the community, so be it, you know. I've done the QR codes on the main street. Every building, I put these plaques on it, and all you do, you put your phone up a little QR code, and it tells you what was there before. And that I was quite happy to do the research. I just did it as a hobby first, and then eventually someone said, "Oh, why don't you put it in, make it for the whole street?" So now it's there. A lot of people, they like to work in a group together, and I think they get a bit of enjoyment out of it. They probably have a cup of tea or something and they have a bit of a chat. It's a bit of a bonding thing. I think volunteering has got to come out of that. You've got to be able to do it. You can't force people to volunteer.